Welcome back to True Crime Kenya, or rather, Political Crimes and Promises. Today's story isn't about blood or bullets, it's about power, pain, and the price of standing for truth. This is the story of Raila Amolo Odinga, 1945-2025. A man who carried the hopes of a nation on his shoulders. A man who lived for Kenya, and now, rests as one of its greatest sons. May he rest in peace. The beginning. Raila was born in 1945 in Maseno, Nyanza, the son of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, Kenya's first vice president. Politics was in his blood before he even knew what power meant. He studied in East Germany, became an engineer, a teacher, and later the voice of the voiceless. But destiny had other plans. The struggle. In the 1980s, under Daniel Arap Moi's iron rule, Raila dared to question authority. He was accused of involvement in the 1982 coup attempt. For that he paid dearly. 9 long years behind bars, 9 years of torture, isolation, and silence. But even prison walls could not contain his spirit. When he was finally released, he emerged not broken but reborn. He became the face of the struggle for multi-party democracy. The name Raila Odinga became synonymous with resistance, the reformer and the rival. He fought for freedom, and when Kenya finally returned to multi-party politics, he was at the center of every battle that followed. He backed Mwai Kibaki in 2002. The famous cry, "Kibaki Tosha," echoed across the land. But politics is rarely clean. Allies became enemies. Promises were broken, and Raila found himself once again fighting the system he helped create. The elections that shook the nation 2007, the election that scarred Kenya forever. Raila versus Kibaki, a contest that ended in chaos. When the votes were disputed, violence erupted. More than 1,000 lives were lost. It was Kenya's darkest hour, and yet, from the ashes, came a fragile peace. In 2008, Raila became prime minister in a coalition government, a hard-won reward for his perseverance. He called it a shared government, but to his supporters, it was proof that he had once again been denied the presidency he had earned. The handshake and the hope. In 2018, after another disputed election, Raila did the unexpected. He reached out to his rival President Uhuru Kenyatta in a move that became known simply as the handshake. It shocked the nation, it divided his base. But it also healed deep political wounds. Even in compromise, Raila Odinga was still shaping history. The legacy: 5 presidential runs, decades of opposition, years in exile, in detention, and in defiance. He never became president, but he changed Kenya all the same. He gave the country a vocabulary of courage. He taught generations to speak truth to power. He made Baba a symbol of resilience, not just politics. The final chapter on 15 October 2025. Raila Odinga's passing marks the end of an era and the beginning of his legend. He was not perfect, he made mistakes, but he dared to dream of a better Kenya. And he paid the price for it every single day. From the dungeons of Nyayo House to the rallies of Uhuru Park, his voice echoed strong, unbroken, and eternal. Rest well, Baba. The man who never stopped fighting has finally found peace. Your struggle built a nation. Your courage lit the path. And though you did not sit in State House, you will forever live in the heart of every Kenyan who believed in freedom. Raila Amolo Odinga, 1945 to 2025. A fighter, a dreamer, a patriot. Rest in peace.